We like to profile special people who live in or are visiting Washington at the end of each program. But this week, we're going to tell you about someone we had no idea has been living in D.C. for almost a year. Here's our Power Player of the Week.
Life after skating is fantastic. It's one adventure after another.
Michelle Kwan is the most decorated figure skater in American history. For decades, her life revolved around competitions.
Nationals was January, then March, World Championships, Olympics maybe in February. So everything was very planned out. Since 7 years old all the way to competing till 25 years old. That's what I did. That was my schedule.
But 3 years ago, while training for another Olympics, she chose a different passion. She went to graduate school to get her master's degree in international relations.
It was so scheduled, and then to actually wake up and say, oh, what do I have to do today? It's sort of that identity, trying to figure out who you are.
Kwan started down this path in 2006 when she attended a White House event and made an offhand remark to Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice.
I said, if there's anything that I could do with the State Department, please let me know. And a few months later, I was appointed as a public diplomacy envoy.
And I know that you're going to play an important and valuable role for our nation.
Since then, Kwan has traveled the world, engaged in soft power, meeting with government leaders and young people, and trying to make connections.
Perhaps when they go into their government or when they go into their business, they have a different impression of America.
She is just as driven as she was on the skating rink.
I like winning.
She's now a member of the President's Council on Fitness and deeply involved in the Special Olympics. All of these things are unpaid, correct? Mm-hmm. How do you support yourself?
I've been very, very fortunate in my skating career. I've toured for 14 years, and financially I'm okay.
Since last summer, Kwan has been living here in Washington, almost totally under the radar. But she finds D.C. just as exciting as skating.
Now, just being here in Washington and being surrounded by people who want to make a difference in think tanks, nonprofit, government, it's just so inspiring.
At age 31, Michelle Kwan is remarkably well-adjusted. While she won 9 national championships and 5 worlds, the best she could do at the Olympics was a silver and a bronze. Do the 2 defeats in the Olympics still sting?
I mean, it wasn't exactly the color that I was looking for, but hey, sometimes it can't be perfect.
But you get the feeling the best is yet to come.
In figure skating, I felt in some ways that I was selfish. And I had coaches, choreographers, all helping me. Now I sort of approach life differently, where I'm trying to help others. I also see it as just a chapter in my book. And although it's my skating career, it's only one chapter, and I'm sort of turning the page to the next chapter.
Michelle Kwan says she might run for office someday. After all, she spent years on the ice with 9 judges watching every move she made. Facing voters, she says, wouldn't be all that different. And we'll be right back with a final look.